Hello and welcome everyone to the first test match for ArmorSide, a new vehicle-only format that PlanetSide Battles is going to be starting here. I am joined today by Lanzer, who is our resident armor expert for PlanetSide Battles. Say hello, Lanzer.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
And we have a brand new format that we're going to be trying out here. You'll notice that we don't quite have all the bells and whistles set up like we do for Server Smash. This is going to be a very test match. That's the entire point, is to try and test out this format, see what works, see what doesn't. So, Lanzer, why don't you quickly go over the rules that we have set up today, and then we'll showcase the two teams who are playing, and we'll get going.
Absolutely. So today, first rule is two teams of 24 players each, 24 v 24. That's the battle, and matches are 20 minutes apiece, and there are three, so best out of three. Teams will swap sides of the field for each match, and the team that won the opening coin toss got to choose what faction, and then the second team got to choose which side. So the Goons chose NC, and they're in the north, and 252 chose VS, and they're in the south. So each team starts with 2 flashes, 3 harassers, 4 lightnings, 4 main battle tanks, and 2 sunder. No other vehicles may be pulled, and no replacements may be spawned. All vehicles can be equipped with whatever they want. They have the certs to choose whatever they want. And all vehicle terminals and base turrets are destroyed, so those cannot be in play either. Play is restricted to the hexes shown on the map, and they will be flipped to the neutral faction so that players can easily know which hex they're in. Players may only be engineer, medic, or infiltrator. There are no light assaults, heavies, or maxes allowed. Neither are engineer AV turrets. Mines and C4s are tentatively allowed. This is the one we'll be closely watching for balance to see if it makes sense to do it in the future. Implants are allowed, spawn beacons are allowed, and each side has a third faction sunder, which is that TR sunder you may be watching on the stream. That is the presidential sunder. If that thing blows up, that side loses. The first team to destroy the other sunderer wins, and all vehicles start behind their friendly ghost sunderer.
All right.
And the last thing we added was if 20 minutes passes and no sunderer is destroyed, the match is a tie. And that's that.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and do an all call to all of our participants and get them ready and start a countdown. We're just going to go ahead and see how this works out, guys. So hopefully you enjoy the first test stream of this.
Red, you may want to mention who our
Go ahead.
teams
What?
are.
Oh, yes.
Our
teams today are on the Vanu side is from Miller, comprised mostly of 252V. And on the other side, starting in the north at the Bastion for this match, is the Emerald side, composed mostly of GOON. Those are our two participants. They will be staying as the factions even as they switch sides, and but they will be swapping sides via the matches as they move through. So it's a best of 3. All right. So Lanzer, if you can go over and get to the NC side.
I'm already there.
So already we have the VS. It looks like they're splitting up both east and west. They have a much smaller force heading to the east than they do to the west. They're already sending some of their main battle tanks along to the western side mountains. I think these trees are going to provide a lot of cover here, and we're really kind of interested to see that.
Yeah, the trees are definitely going to make the main battle tanks nervous, especially for the vanguards. Those things are a menace. You have You don't have the light assaults here, but you have spawn beacons, which get people down in the trees immediately.
We already have our first harasser engagement up in the Lithcorp Central Hex. It is three harassers versus 1. This poor goon harasser got caught by himself. He looks like he's gonna
He's
get
not
the
by
worst of
himself.
this.
He's got a friendly flash right next to him, and the lightnings are pulling up for the NC. They're kind of doing a back and forth. Main battle tanks are paired together, smart on them. They're all equipped with AP. So this is a definitely armor intensive on the NC side.
On the opposite side, on Heyoka Bloodworks side, we have 2 mag riders and a lightning going up against the weaker side. It looks like both sides went hard on the Lithcorp side, the large mountain side, and the weaker side is definitely over here. We're definitely coming into kind of a stalemate shootout over the middle of the map right now. Nobody's really been able to get past anything.
NC is doing a nice push on the left, and I thought I just saw something blow up on the VS.
Yeah, it was a mag rider.
Oh, they
Nice.
did. The
Nice.
end.
Nice.
Right now.
Vanguard
Goon.
just destroyed one of the VS lightnings.
Yes, Goon
Great
has
job,
definitely
Six
pushed
Eight.
hard.
South.
He did
Sorry,
pop
which
his
thunder?
shield though.
South Thunder, there's a ray flash looking
North
around,
Thunder just went down.
taking shots.
The north one?
North
Yep.
one just went down.
North one just
they
went
had
down.
Wow. What just happened?
All right. Well, we missed that. What?
How did it die?
Yeah, what killed the Sunder?
It was a mag
It was
rider.
a Mag Rider secondary
I
gunner.
don't know how we managed that one.
All
Oh,
right.
It was
Right.
Sauron.
So unfortunately, we missed that sneak around.
Oh, nice.
So that was a main battle tank on the VS that took that thing out.
And unfortunately, we missed him sneaking around over there. We'll have to ask in the redo how that Sunder got destroyed.
You know what? And I see two of the mag riders. They might have come up from the. Remember that when we were trying to do that donut up alongside Lithcorp? 2 of them just came down from there. I bet you that's where the other one came from.
And one of the important parts here is that with the Goal Sunder, it does go down very quickly, but you have to understand that you got to leave some of your forces back to defend, and if you don't leave enough back to defend, it can go down very, very quickly.
And NC, the goons.
Let's go ahead and get some stuff swapped here to make sure that we can do this. Can the NC? I'm sorry. Can the NC pull from the south, or do we need to swap a base for them?
We're most likely going to need to.
Alex, to again insert a Jaeger account.
Heyoka Bloodworks.
Okay.
Delta.
Let's go ahead and Maelstrom. Are you meaning to speak in here?
Maelstrom's using an all call.
Okay. We need to swap the tech plant for the NC, and we need to swap whatever the other large facility is for the VS. And please make sure we go ahead and get 2 new Sunders placed if we blew up both of those.
Does your stream show your TeamSpeak right now?
It does not, no.
Did we get an account arranged for Delta Squad?
Please somebody tell Maelstrom to stop using all call. I'm swapping the tech plant to NC.
He's throwing a fit, so.
Okay, so while you're doing that, you're still streaming,
The
right?
enemy has taken the facility.
Yes, I'm still streaming.
Okay, I can just talk through it while you're doing that. So I did not see the mag rider fall
New
into
conglomerate has
or on
taken
top
the
of
facility.
the NC Sunderer, but I do know that as soon as the match started, NC laid down a ton of tank mine. So they probably came down behind alongside the wall. Magburn, I still don't know which direction they came. Layerless, did you see it?
I did not, but if I had to take a guess, it was probably from the eastern side of the map.
God, we'll just have to ask them then. Because that's actually where the bulk of the NC tank force was. They were on the eastern side. And
I saw where it was coming from, Lancer, and it was up behind these patch of trees on the east side. near the bastion kind of area. In
So
that
it was
middle
the east side.
mountain.
Now,
Alright.
did he hit him from range?
Yeah, they were
It
shooting
was definitely
with
right.
2 Sarons.
Wow.
All right. If we can get Mile and Legolas to hop down into the 2 different channels, Mile go to 252 and Legolas go to Goon, and see where they are in replacing their vehicles and getting ready again.
Yep.
And have we replaced the? Yes. Okay. The Goal Sunder has been replaced.
I'm sorry, what were you gonna say, Red?
I just wanted to make sure the Goal Sunder had been replaced.
Oh, North one's up.
Okay. So guys, again, I mean, this is a test match. You know, we're trying to see what tactics work. It looks like Goon didn't leave enough back to defend. They let some Mag Riders slip past. It was so fast we couldn't even see it happen, and we, you know, it that quick. It just a Mag Rider or 2 slipped past and destroyed the Goal Sunder.
Yeah, I'll have to definitely check that out next time to make sure, follow that more closely. But the tank battles in the middle, they were just starting to engage one another too. What I do see is that not a lot of armor here has anti-infantry or even heat. I don't even see any heat.
Yeah, they seem to be mostly anti-armor, and you know, I mean, that's one of the questions: is what do you put on these vehicles? You know, are you mostly trying to kill their vehicles? Or are you trying to stop people from rushing with their infantry? We didn't actually see that. The Sunderer went down very, very quickly, even without any C4 or tank mines. So.
Mhm.
And again,
They're
please,
almost
for
ready.
our viewers on the stream, please go to planetside-battles.org and create an account. We have a forum section set up where we ask for your opinions on things. So if you're watching this and you have suggestions on ways that we can make this better or rules that you think might make it better, you know, that's why we're testing it. We're testing it to see what's fun, and nobody's done this before. Nobody's had a all-vehicle kind of match. We want it to be fun, and we want to make sure that everyone has fun doing it. So please give us your input and opinion after watching this at planetside-battles.org.
Does VS know that they need to be behind the red Sunday?
No, but I want to make sure everyone's pulling their vehicles first. So once everyone has their
Gotcha,
vehicles
gotcha.
up, we'll make sure that happens.
They say they need to pull
They need 2
a
more men.
Maggie. Yeah, they're not sure where to pull them from. Do one of you guys want to? Lancer, you want to go tell them?
Yeah.
And we also, ready if you want to, we can give away one of those codes now.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do a code giveaway. Since we we're actually over 60 viewers right now. So thank you guys for showing up for this.
Okay, I'm doing a randomizing roll, and it's going to take a minute, and it will be Gulix. I'm going to post it in the chat for them.
Congratulations
I'll
to
be sending
you.
him a code in 1 moment.
So one of the interesting things here is we saw, it's almost Server Smash like, where how people place their armor heading out here. This is a very choked, narrow canyon. You know, the participants chose this map. We have 2 other maps that have been set up on Indar, which are much more spread out. This is a very choked canyon. You have to engage each other on the center. I'm very surprised that the Mag Rider managed to sneak around there, because you kind of look at this and you say there's only so many ways that you can sneak through. One of the benefits, however, of a Mag Rider is you can mag burn up the side of a mountain. You can kind of hop over something. You can get behind people where they don't expect you, and I really think that's what happened in this last match.
Yeah, they're definitely all equipped to deal with the short term, rip through the armor as fast as possible, because the way I'm looking at their attachments and their main cannon, unless they have pinpoint accuracy armor pilots or armorers, which I hope they do, they're not gonna be equipped to deal with a true infantry push if they decide to leverage their...
Sergeant, get my Sunder really quickly.
By the way, have we heard from either side as to whether or not they are fully back up and running yet?
GOON
Since
is
VS
over here
barely has to
screaming
go
and
all the way
yell,
from
so...
Crux to McCall, that's a no.
We're missing 1 Mag Rider from VS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Heyoka ready to be switched back?
I don't know. I need to hear back from GOON that they have everyone across those bridges. This is one of the unique things about this
Just-
map here is, I'll actually show you the map, which we didn't unfortunately show you before. This is the battleground that we're currently working on. Heyoka Bloodworks is currently flipped to the NC, allowing them to pull vehicles from Heyoka Tech and get them over into their starting location. But this is usually a neutral faction. The neutral faction is currently TR. This entire area is the battleground that they can use. They cannot go outside of the area, and all of the vehicle terminals are blown in the battleground. We call this Heyoka Eastern Battleground. And so they're allowed to climb up onto the mountain. They're allowed to climb up onto Deep Court Geo. If they can do that, they can go around, but they can't pull any vehicles, and nobody can use any of the ammo towers, which is why those sunders become so important the longer the battle draws on. You'd be able to resupply your vehicles if the battle goes on very long. All right. Do we have a ready up from both sides yet?
Nope, they're still working on getting the Maggies ready, so I'm just going to
What about
go with
GOON?
the code real quick.
Okay.
They're getting the Maggies. They have to drive a long way. Now, for those that know, these are gun-go codes. I see everyone is spamming landside battles to get in. I will wipe it every time that we do it. You will need to spell it correctly. Dots, stop trolling.
We'll be giving away the next gun code at 75 viewers. We're testing out the golden gun code stuff here. So if you want another golden gun code to be put out, go get your friends involved in the stream, and when we hit 75 viewers, we'll give another one away.
Alright, so goons need a minute. They're getting somebody in.
Okay.
But they have all their vehicles.
You know, it's interesting. I was surprised, at least from 252, the Vanu's side. They seem to keep all of their harassers together, and they wound up running smack dab into the massive Vanguard push from GOON. It surprises me. I would think that you probably want to split up your harassers and let them do as much harassment damage as you possibly can. They were trying to use them as a massive force, and they kind of unfortunately got caught with exactly what you don't want to get caught with, which is a front push from main battle tanks.
Yeah, and the NC, they paired their Vanguards together. So kind of like a 1-2 Muhammad Ali, whatever they came across. And we definitely saw that on the left-hand side when that unfortunate Lightning went head-to-head with the Vanguard. Did not end up so well with for the Lightning.
I don't know if you guys caught this or not, but the NC sent down a ray flash down the west side of the map, and it came back and around to the south about the time that they blew up the North Sunday.
One of the intentions long term for this, guys, is that we will have the two people we have two referees in the Sunders themselves, making sure that they don't despawn. One of the intention is to have those people streaming as well, so that if you can multi-twitch, you will be able to watch the goal Sunders view and be able to see what's going on there. Because obviously, it's very difficult for us to catch every single thing, and sometimes by the time we can get over to the goal Sunder, it's already destroyed. So
yeah, let us know as soon as you start getting hit, so we can see that go down. I had no idea. I'm gonna go check to see if the goons are.
Looks like 252.
Yeah, 252 should be good to go.
okay,
Yep,
have we
they're
gotten a
good.
ready up from GOON?
I believe Lance is checking on that now.
Okay.
Yep.
So we are moments away from the second match of our first ArmorSide battle. One of the things, just so you guys know, that is in the works. Most of you are used to our statistics tracking in Server Smash. Something that Maelstrom, our statistics Google, has been working diligently on is better vehicle tracking, and it's just the way that everything comes out of the API. It's very difficult to do the vehicle tracking. We would love to have an ArmorSide match that works like World of Tanks, where you have X number of vehicles and you kill them off, and we count them down, and then whoever is left standing is the victor. Right now, that's just very, very difficult to do with the API. It is something that we're thinking of, and if anyone has any coding skills or any API tricks up their sleeve, Maelstrom would be happy to listen to those.
Goons ready.
All right.
252.
252 is readied up as well. So we are moments away from starting the second match of this game. I'm going to go ahead and give both sides the ready up and a countdown.
Looks like a pretty standard setup on the NC side. 2 vanguards on each. Push out harassers on the left. Actually, no, they're pulling back to support the main push.
VS has shot their harasser team up onto the mountain. They're trying to flank completely around on the mountain. They're up on the roads, taking the long way. They're obviously trying to do the same tactic as well. They've left the entire southeastern side blank though, so we'll see. Their slow armor push is coming up through the center now.
The NC, meanwhile, went forward just a little bit, stopped, all got out, and laid down a massive minefield around their center. I mean, massive. They're everywhere. And now they're all pushing up, looks like 2 vanguards on the right, 1 on the left, and 1 vanguard back to defend. So that's a new one. Their right side is definitely stronger than their left, but their left is the one getting pushed by your Vanu.
The
Palestinians just taking shots.
Yeah, the Vanu harassers are already up on top of the mountain, and they're taking long pot shots at the Sunder. Now the NC GOON has left people back to defend, and those harassers have come down from the mountain here.
Pot shots.
Well, the harassers have actually had to come down off the mountain. I don't know if they were getting shot or not, and they've run into a second armor squad here over on the side.
Yeah, I see.
One harasser's managed to make his way through.
Making a break for it. I don't think it's gonna work. He's got too.
No, there was too much.
Nah,
there's
he's
a lightning sitting there right in front of him. Smart on NC to keep some people back. And that second harasser
to go down.
He's still alive, but he's about to get hit by the other harasser team from the NC.
Trying to rep up. I don't think they're gonna. Oh,
nope.
That was so close.
That was a good one. And he's down.
Very good harasser play. That could have been very devastating again for GOON. They managed to stop that harasser thing that was going on from VS.
One of the vanguards in the middle is in trouble. Had to pop his shield. He's at half health. Okay, he's got back up from a repair Sunday. Smart on them, holding their middle down, but it looks like they're cautious. They're not. NC is not being aggressive with their vanguards, which we'll see how that plays out.
That was the end of the VS harasser, so we'll have to see how NC takes advantage of that too.
Now this is the interesting thing. Those harassers are dead. Their players can spawn back in, but they can't pull any more harassers. So all they can be is extra repair and extra gunners for things. The NC are making a slow push on the southern side here now. They're pushing with vanguards and a couple of harassers. There's only 1 mag rider back here. This is not going to end well for him.
Nope, and 1 mag rider is down, out. And those Sundays are pulling back. My vanguards, the NC vanguards are pushing. Looks like all the VS are just trying to target the vanguard. They're not focus firing. They're not doing anything like that. And the NC's doing a great job of switching out for a lower hit points with a tougher, higher hit points, and that's really paying off. They just destroyed yet another mag right?
They've gotten 1 mag and another lightning down.
GOON on this side here is making a very nice slow push. They have a harasser to pop in there and get what they can. They have these 2 vanguards who are just playing really slow with a repair Sunday behind them, just repping them up.
Who's that?
All right, and yes, and that's it.
North Sunday just died.
It's currently 1-1.
Yes, that is tied up 1-1.
That was a great battle. Sustained push by NC. I think those harassers really made them confident. Once they destroyed those harassers, those vanguards did not have much else to worry about except for facing off with the main battle tank, and that's exactly what they're suited for.
Is somebody swapping the bases for me? I was about to do that, but it looks like you're already doing it.
And I didn't see what destroyed the VS Sunday. Was it the the AP vanguards?
I heard halberds firing, but I couldn't tell where they were from, so I assumed
it was actually
it was a NC Enforcer. It was the gunner. Yeah, sorry, NC Vanguard. It was the gunner, and he was using the Enforcer.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Enforcers, man, those Enforcers are exceptional, but they're so controversial. People are always battling. Do you want to use an Enforcer? Do you want to use a halberd? I mean, there are pros and cons to each side. Mainly that the Enforcer can keep that sustained fire. That Halberd is a one hit, just like your main cannon.
If I can get somebody with an admin to switch Econom Biolab and Econom Triage to NC, and if somebody could switch Heyoka Bloodworks to VS, please. So
I'm still interested to know why the Sundays, they only have Basilisk. They don't have anything else.
I mean, one of the things we're noticing here is that this is very, very quick, very, very brutal. Now, this is our smallest battleground. People are in it immediately, and I will be interested to see just how this changes when we do a match on Indar, and we also have the ability of creating battlegrounds, obviously, on Hassan, and perhaps even on Ezmir. Ezmir is a little bit harder, just because there's literally no cover. It's just you're fighting on open, snowy ground, but. You know, you kind of get the feeling from 252 that their goal is rush out as quickly as possible and try and get that Sunder down as fast as possible. They don't want to get into a long slogging fight, and that's going to come into this where what empire do you choose? The VS are really good at hit and run. They're really good at get out there and nail something really quickly. They're not good at sitting there and brawling, and that's what the NC are great at. And the NC played straight to their advantage. GOON did wonderfully where they just slowly pushed their vehicles forward. They took out what they needed to do. They took care of the rush that came from the VS side, and they just slowly pushed into where they could kill the Sunder.
I definitely was impressed with the Vanguards switching out. As soon as one got down maybe to half health, he'd pull back and let the one with full health get in front of him, take the damage, and they'd swap out with this repair Sunder behind them. That was extremely effective, in my opinion. They could just keep on switching out fresh Vanguards, even though there are only 2 of them.
This facility
They
now
were
belongs to the
they were
VS.
slow to move forward. They paid for it the first time, but they definitely went to their advantage that second game.
And you're asking about the Basilisk Sundays. It's actually one of the meta games on Emerald Lancer. It was developed by Arc. Is Basilisk because you can get close and you can shoot from long range. So it's a mix of how we do it on Emerald, really.
I didn't know that.
And we pulled a second Goal Sunder, correct?
I believe Legolas is working on that now.
Nope.
Okay.
And the reason why I kept asking about the
Started
Basilisk is because by the time you're getting hit by your Sun, even if you have a Basilisk, what I see there is a Mag Rider hits from far away. A Basilisk is not going to do much, but maybe make an annoyance out of them. But up close, the only people I see really getting up close is maybe the harassers, and that's where I was trying to think. Maybe a Fury or a Cobalt might do better there to keep those people away, but I don't see how it's actually being a detriment at all to them.
While we are waiting for the teams to repull armor, we are now over 100 viewers on the channel, which means that we can give away both of our 2 remaining codes. So, Mile, why don't you run the first one, and then a couple minutes later run the second one?
Yep, no problem.
I mean, I'd be surprised. I would be surprised if I even saw 2 walkers on these Sundays, because those things.
The only problem with
Okay,
the
I
walkers
just
is...
ran it,
Okay, go ahead, Mel.
and I know I'm going to say this wrong. Thazio, I'm assuming. I'm going to post it in chat, and then I'll send him his code. And I will do the next giveaway, I say, after this final match.
Okay. So congratulations to our second Gold Gun winner. We will do a final giveaway at the end of the final match here. We have got 100 viewers, or we had 100 viewers. We lost a couple there. But thank you guys again for coming out to view the test match. You can see that we're very beginnings of this. We don't have any cool overlays. We're all trying to figure out how this works. So thank you for coming out and watching it regardless. Can we get
And I
Legolas?
saw
Sorry, can we get...
Spothcat said that walks don't have angle against ground. Yes, you're right. And if you didn't know what you were doing, I would say that you probably shouldn't use walkers against armor. But if you do know what you're doing and you angle yourself where your butt is up in the air, you do have angle on the ground vehicle.
All right, if we
And
can
those
get,
things, then that's when you start hitting them heavy with almost a 50 cal, and that's a repeater.
if we can get Legerless and Mile to hop down Legerless to Goon and Mile to 252 and see if they are readied up yet.
The amount of mines I just had to walk around and wipe out so they didn't die instantaneously when they started rolling out is insane.
Yeah, no, and that's something that we'll need to think about. Maybe maybe the matches do need to be on different maps just to stop the mines from happening, or have them swap sides or something like that to remove the mines.
For the Sunday person, you just walk around real quick and just take him out.
Mhm.
Because the Sunday has a 20-minute limit on it, so they can get out and they can easily just take down whatever mines they can see.
That's true. I'm very interested about the already we're seeing multiple different ways of attacking what looks to be, as I said, a very choked, a very one tactic only kind of map here. And we've seen 252 try and go up onto the mountain and get harassers down there. It seems like Goon is just constantly trying to push that center, and that's partially because that's the tactic they want to use, but also that's the tactic that works best with NC. Just slowly push along, make sure that you're getting everything in a 1v1, or pop your shield if it's worse than that, and just slowly push and get close enough to where you can eventually hit that Sunder.
There was a request to zoom your minimap out.
My minimap is now fully zoomed out, guys.
And you were talking about the Sunday refs being able to stream. I've actually got my stream going right now for the South Sunday.
Okay.
Nice.
If you can give that to Sergeant
against it.
Mile, if you can give Sergeant Mile that information so he can post it in stream, so in case people can multi-twitch, then they can watch that particular Sunderer's feed.
Alright, gotta find it. There he is.
So the first time we saw the rush by the VS, which worked, and they won the first match. Second time, they tried to rush again with those harassers. I didn't see where the mag riders went except for the middle. I didn't see anybody try to donut up the side of the mountain. That did not work for them, and they lost that round. I don't know. I feel like they stopped rushing with maybe just a few units, maybe a few harassers here and there, and they accompany them maybe with some lightnings or something on the VS side. Might have a better chance facing up against those hard-hitting guns that the NC has.
All right. Do we have any ready ups from either side, or are they both still pulling stuff?
252 just said ready up in chat.
Okay. And can we get a confirmation from Goon, and then we'll get going on our third and final deciding match of this game.
I did notice that infantry is not as near. I don't know what I expected out of infantry in these matches. I expected maybe a little bit of a roll, but other than putting down tank mines, that I've seen almost zero role that infantry has played in this at all.
Yeah, and I'm surprised. I will have to ask: were people trying to get those Wraith Flash is over and drop beacons? That was a huge concern a lot of people had, of the Wraith Flashers going to rush in and drop mines with an engineer on the back. I wonder if people have been trying that. We really need to find out if, this is such a choked map. I just would be surprised if you could get back there and survive long enough to actually do that to gank the Sunder quickly.
I saw a harasser with somebody on the back, but he had tank mines. He didn't have C4.
Mm-hmm.
The flashes don't have C4 on them that I see here, and I haven't seen them all game. I would like to know what they've been doing. I saw them running around. I didn't see them doing a whole lot.
Okay.
I mean, what can you do with a flash? But yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a suicide or anything like that.
Has anyone heard from Goon?
They're almost ready. I saw two kills from a Wraith Flash on both a Lightning and a Mag Rider, so...
Alright, 2 flashes, 4 vans, 3 lightnings, 3 harassers. Alright, Goons have all of their stuff, but I don't know if they're fully ready.
Okay, I just need a ready up from them, and then we'll get going. I'll make an all call.
They are ready.
What do you think the VS is gonna do?
I'll tell you in a moment.
Their rush worked first time, it didn't work the second time. What do you think?
I think we're going to see a rush again. I'm just interested to see what the rush is. Again, we have a massive group heading to the western side of things here from the VS, and a much smaller group heading to that eastern side.
So this time, NC seemed to petition. They have most of their lightnings going on the right, 2 paired vanguards on the left to kind of equal that 3 lightning force on the right. Sundays are following the lightning. 1 vanguard again that worked for them last time. They guess they want to do it again. There's
I don't know
lightning.
if you guys are seeing this, but 252 has placed both of their Sundays in a blockade fashion around my South Sunday.
Lightning has
like
made it.
GOON is
Oh,
I didn't see that, but how about that? But that means they don't have any Sunday support up front. Oh, I just saw. Was that a van?
the VS have broken through. The VS has broken through on the western side.
They're pushing with their lightning and their harass.
This might
Alright,
be
so
very,
now
very
they
quick.
have some,
One
time
harasser's around back. We got a flash very close to the other Sunderer.
The lightning vanguard, that VS lightning did not survive, but that harasser is still there.
Oh, North Sunday getting dead.
They have plenty of people here. We're gonna see if they can kill
One
him
lone
off.
infantry on your
They did get a
Sun-
beacon up.
on the V. Is he gonna kill him? Is he dead?
So this is trying to defend
He's
against this rush, trying desperately to defend against this rush. They managed to kill the beacon.
They're dead.
North Sunday take a
The VS people are dead now, except for one guy underneath the set. Oh,
And that's it.
my God.
That is the GOON Sunderer dead. Is the other Sunderer still alive?
Yep, South Sunday's
Alright.
still up.
Wow.
It's
Well-
interesting because in this round and also the last round, the North Sunder actually died from vehicles in the same spot shooting at it. It's kind of interesting.
So all those deaths were from pot shots being taken from distance.
Yes. There were no close-up.
What's going on? What are you doing?
Sorry.
mind! Wait, before I say anything, who's in the repair Sunday? On the NC side.
We've
That
got
was
2.
me.
I
And
hate
me
you,
as well.
and I hate you a lot. All I'm gonna say.
Okay, guys.
Vanguard
Well,
and
two of us
repair
were
Sundays are
repair
a wonderful
Sundays.
combo.
Okay, is that everyone?
So I believe we should have everyone in here. Please understand that there are a lot of people in this channel, and a lot of people are going to want to say things. First of all, just generally, did you guys have fun? Was that a fun thing to do?
Really good.
It was pretty
good.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah,
enjoyed
Fuck you.
It was
pretty
Especially
nice. It
the
needs some
short
work.
format. It was really
Okay.
enjoyable compared to Server Smash.
All right. So
It needs more health.
well,
or
okay.
more Sunderers to kill.
Well, and here's going to be my question. What did you feel was constantly winning the match? 252 seemed to use those rush taxes a lot, and I did see that you guys at the end tried to use the beacons and stuff like that, but it was a vehicle, I believe, that killed it the last time. So what seemed to be working the most for the rush?
What we did, I can't remember who was in the contest with me at the start. If you remember that when we decided that it was us on the south to start with, I asked to change it to VS. The main thing that won us the match was the mag burner on the mag rider, because we used the extra maneuverability to actually flank around an area where essentially the other team couldn't get to without a massive diversion. That's the area around Lift Corp. So that allowed us to flank around a bit easier without being seen with some pretty heavy firepower. Yeah, peeking was more of a last resort, if that makes sense.
And GOON, you managed to stop them in the second match. They tried to get up over that same mountain with harassers. You managed to catch them. Was your plan just to try and slow the match down and get to the center where you could hit them from range, or what was your plan?
Pretty much exactly that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we were trying to control the pace and focus mostly on taking out the harassers because we figured we'd rush with them.
So my question is, there was a lot
That's
of
why
concern.
we died so much.
There was a lot of concern about the tank mines and C4 and everything like that. Did you guys feel that was a problem, or was it something that you found relatively easy to defend against, or did it not even come up in this game?
If it's an armor smash, I would say that probably most infantry things should be stopped, like just on principle. I mean,
tank mines really
match,
did seem to have any impact on the match.
Yeah, the first match we had, it was like we just destroyed their entire armor column and then lost, and that was very annoying. Very annoying.
I'm not entirely against that though, because it's got that sort of Hail Mary feel to it. I feel like it should be harder to do than it was.
My problem with tank mines is that you're abusing rendering. Like, you can really easily abuse rendering mechanics. Like, you can get your tank mines down if you jump over a hill and hop out of a harasser before you even render for the other team, and it's just as effective in this as it would be in live. It's just stupid.
Well,
I mean that is a live tactic. Was that resetting every time?
Hold on one second.
There were
go ahead.
mines everywhere.
Sorry, go ahead and say what you were getting stepped on. Go ahead and say it again.
Yeah, I was just saying that when we reset on the other side, we found a lot of defensive mines that we had to clear out each round.
Right, I did notice that.
Kind of slowed down the resets.
So again, really, it seems like the Wraith Flash wasn't so much the problem. You guys didn't really seem to have much problem with that. It was the tank mines were more of a nuisance. Again, it didn't decide the match. What do you felt decided the match? What was the thing that eventually happened that caused it to be so quick?
I think you can see the Sunders from. It was just you got about halfway and you had clear shots at the Sunders, and that was in a Vanguard. Like, if you had the mobility of a Mag Rider, like you said, you don't even have to get halfway across the map.
Yeah, they definitely really parked behind something.
Okay. It didn't feel like we had to actually fight our way up to the bus to kill it.
Okay.
It'd be good if we had a shot from about halfway.
If there was either a narrower column to move down or more people in the match, I think it would have been a little bit more contested. But as it stands, I mean, we wouldn't even we had to try to encounter each other.
Okay. Well, because it doesn't seem like you guys are concerned as much about the beacons or the Wraith Flash or things like that, we can talk about other things to remove, maybe tank mines or something like that at some other point. Are you interested in doing one final match here, just for fun? My suggestion would be that we actually move the Sunderers behind the rocks that they're sitting behind.
The rocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'd say have no Sunderers and just do a fight to the death. Last man standing.
Well, I mean, and we can do that here as well. I have no way to record who wins, unfortunately, and that is something we want to work with Maelstrom of doing. I'd call it more like a World of Tanks style thing, where you're actually tracking how many vehicles are alive and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we just don't have the ability to do it at this moment. So,
NC goes to the south.
We're already have players short because someone had to leave after the match ended.
I think we were 2 or 3 players short at each match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That
we
is,
were a few short as well.
And that is something that's important for both your teams and for other teams who participate in this. Please don't only have 24 players. That's just not the way the game works. You're going to have somebody who has to DC or go to dinner, or a child's going to be crying or something like that. Make sure you got at least 26 to be able to pull in and get people. But if both sides are willing to go ahead and do one more match, we'll put the Sunderers behind the rocks and see if it makes any difference.
Alright, VS goes to the north, D go to the south.
What about faction balance? I mean, TR doesn't want to use secondary gunners. Is that something you're concerned with moving forward?
We have not used TR
silly,
yet, and I think the halberd will be one of the weapons of choice anyway.
I mean, as much as they cry about it, the halberd's time to kill is almost identical to the other two faction-specific ones. It's just crying.
So, no, I'm speaking more about Anchor, because halberd isn't affected by Anchor, and the AP with Anchor is deadly quick at killing a Sunderer.
Tank mines.
Well, we will.
I was about to say, watch the tank mines.
We're going to be running more test matches like this. Briggs has a team that is ready to go. They'd actually like to do a match. It would be Friday evening, U.S. time is when they'd like to do it. And I know that Devil Dogs has a team they're trying to get ready, and there's another team that's trying to get ready. Hopefully we can do that on Friday night. It would be Saturday morning, I believe, for the Aussies to do that. But we're going to try and do several of these tank matches, and just like anything else, just like the beginnings of this stuff, we have to test it. We have to find out what works. And once we find a format that everyone agrees on and says, yeah, that was good, and here's a way we can do it, then we can actually do these things on a regular basis and maybe have kind of a league or something to go with.
Alright, so let's go ahead and move back up so we can get Sunders in the
Yes.
Excellent.
Alright, so
Okay, speaking
one
of the
Sunday
Sundays.
on the road underneath the tree. And then other Sunday behind the rock formation that
I would say, I see a
yeah,
rock
okay,
right
where it
here.
is right now.
I'm trying to see if.
Or do you want it right here?
Back it. Don't tuck it in quite so much. Back it up just a little bit. That's really. They
yeah,
don't
not
have.
not the one to your left, to the Sunday's left, where that flat rock is. That'll be a better spot.
And Mile, go ahead and give away that that final code while we're still setting this up.
Okay. Yep, I'll do the roll right now.
Okay.
Rolling.
We're talking about the rock
It's gonna
behind
take
it?
a minute. Okay, it looks like it's gonna be one I can finally pronounce. It's gonna be Sick Fun Seeker, who gets that final code that we have.
Sick Fun Seeker.
Congratulations! I'll send you a Twitch message.
A new conglomerate has taken the
Guys, you
facility.
can stop the blindside battles spam, and no more codes to be given away.
So while they're set up for that final match, the third
Behind
one,
this one?
you see how they push with the harassers and the lightning?
I'm not
Added a
sure
little
if
bit
it's
more
over
juice.
spot right now.
The
Added
Terran
a little bit
Republic
more juice
has
to it.
taken the facility. This facility now
That was
belongs
smart
to the
on
VS.
252's part.
All right, I
We've
believe
captured the facility.
I believe what needs to be changed has already been changed to get their vehicles where they need it, if I'm not mistaken. And we are getting a Sunder up on the road here, behind the tree, I believe. Correct?
Oh, it's behind the tree. That's the north side, right?
On the no, on the south. Yeah, on the south side, behind the tree, up on the road.
To the left.
Oh, way?
Admin
Okay,
3.
way up there.
And no,
But
Legolas. Yeah, you're going the wrong way.
Other way. Here, I'm gonna right here. For
Yeah,
the
right where he's
loan
standing.
and C.
And streamers, thank you for sticking around. You can see that we're still working stuff out and trying it. We're giving, even though 252 won the game that we had 2-1, we're doing just another match here to test stuff out, see if it is a little bit better with these Sunders in a different location, hidden a little bit more, so they're not hit from range, which seemed to be what killed them. And we will obviously have a after the game Reddit post where you can put your information about if you have a suggestion of a way to do things or something along that line. We'll be looking for your comments on Reddit as well.
That Sunder is good, except for... that doesn't have any gunners, right? Okay, so we're good then. Let's go look at the other guy.
If we can get Sergeant Mile and Legolas to go check out to see if they're readied up. Sergeant Mile, if you could head to 252, and Legolas, if you could head to GOON.
Alright, GOON has all their people.
Get out and get an observer real quick and make sure everybody's back.
I think VS is missing 2 mags. Nope, 1 mag.
They do have a little bit longer to drive just because of where the biolab sits. So.
Gotcha. Alright, there is our 4th.
Making sure nobody's in front.
Wait, I see 4 lightning on VS.
Can't confirm GOON is ready.
Okay, make sure that everyone has the correct number of vehicles.
Wait, they have 4.
They're replenishing a mag rider and then they'll be ready.
Okay.
1, 2.
If you want to hop down, and if you believe they have a different number of vehicles than they should, Lancer, hop down and tell them.
Red, Odin posted in chat a question for you. As long as people want to keep playing, why not just keep going until we try all up?
I will. I'm going to probably end the stream after this match, but I will let them continue fighting after this.
Hold up, timeout. My Sunday just got despawned.
Okay.
I got a quick spawn over here.
Definitely enjoyed watching this match. Well, all of them.
It was fun.
They were
I'm very interested
really
to
fun.
see how the Indar maps play differently, because I think this is this is practically close quarters combat for Armor. Just the way that this map is set up. So I'll be interested to see it's much more spread out on one of the Indar lanes, and the other Indar lane is practically a marathon. I mean, it's so huge.
Your VS, one Sunder is ammo, one has blockade armor. So the one with blockade armor hasn't been contributing.
I think they're trying to use it as just another tank to try and push forward somewhere.
Yeah, I guess so. But interesting that they have ammo and not repair. So, I mean, that your ammo reservoir is not, or ammo reserve, it's not.
Are both sides set up?
Spending a lot of ammo.
GOON and 252 are both readied up.
Yep.
Okay.
All AP, all AP. Yeah, same loadouts.
Waiting on a VS harasser to get back behind the line.
He's good.
All right.
Vanguards might have had a slight mix-up. One's surging forward by himself. 3 of them are staying back.
The VS are spending a lot of their forces up onto that Lithcorp mountain right now. They have at least 60% of their force heading up there. They have almost nobody left.
That's exactly where NC's going.
They have almost nobody left back for the Sunder here, and they've almost left no one back to defend either.
That's different on NC side. They left. Oh, looks like the 3 Vanguards now have pushed up.
Yeah, there's a
There's
back here on south.
Boatload of mines.
Here comes a huge push straight through the center with the NC. There's
Straight
nobody
through the center.
here.
Lead
Nobody is here from the
Where
VS
is
to defend
the
this.
VS? Where'd they all go?
They're up on Lithcorp Mountain.
They
There's
went up the
nobody.
mountainside. Oh no!
There's nobody to defend this.
Nothing. That's not good. Okay, Vanguard.
Oh, my
let's
son
see
is
how you
getting
can-
pot shots taken.
And North Sun is getting shot at.
We're gonna see who's gonna win this one.
South Sunny's almost down.
Who's got it?
South Sunny
It's
the
probably
push
going to be
shield.
these AP.
And North is
That Sunder,
dead.
that
North is dead.
Trying to take a shot.
North's dead.
South is dead.
Wow. Up the middle. They use the middle. Looks like the mag burners. Well, good job. That was fun.
All right, guys. I think
That was a lot of fun.
That was a successful first test match. I think we learned a lot about the Sunders, and certainly I'm going to be talking with Maelstrom more about what the possibilities are of actually tracking vehicle deaths and things like that instead of just having the Goal Sunder, or maybe adding more Goal Sunders or things like that. One of the problems with having more Goal Sunders, of course, is we need more people to man them. So right now we have to have 2 refs to man them. If we had, say, 3 on each side, you would have to have 4 other refs at every single match to make sure stuff happened. But thank you guys, everyone in Twitch chat, for hanging out with us, and there will be more of these in the future. So from PlanetSide Battles,
Good
thank you very
time.
much.
Next match is Saturday.
Yes, the next match is Server Smash, and that is Briggs versus Emerald this Saturday coming up. So please make sure you you show back up here on Saturday.
Will Emerald get Emerald again?
We'll see.